Okay. The topic human being versus human doing. So, human being has reduced itself. Reduced means becoming poor. Becoming poor means selling the precious life at the price of potatoes, while the precious life already is worth so called diamonds and gold. What that means is if we observe all around from the past time to even this time, the kings and queens means so called powerful people had collected had collected a lot of gold and stones or the dollar for what? For its survival. Now, survival goes in the plant kingdom, animal kingdom, with less effort as comparison to the human doers. Human doing is a bigger bubble, run around 9 to 5 or 5 to 9, constantly busy like a bee, but forget itself because it's selling the precious life too cheap. Okay, if we observe the plant's survival with less effort than animals and birds, birds survive. They even build a house. You have seen the little birds build a house, a nest, and continue. It's a different way of living. But when you step out of the world and you start observing what is the life, life can be, it's not collecting the coins, life is creativity, creativity and intelligence. Both creativity and intelligence stops when one is running in a routine. Routine means like computer. Computer is what? Is what is fed in the back of the head, the memory chip is spitting. It's like vomiting. It has no energy, no time left for the creativity. And slowly it wither away. Then there are royalties who collected millions, billions, and then the life itself asked, is that all? What is life? Who am I? So many great masters, even like Buddha, questioned what is the reality of life? What is life? Then matter and the consciousness. Matter mean visible with the eyes, consciousness visible with the third eye, which is beyond the name and measure. But when two eyes are already involved, entangled, it has not access to the third eye. How that you will figure it out, like you are watching this channel, this screen. You cannot watch other channels which are operating, channel 3, 5, 7, 11. The same way, when human doing are so busy and entangled into the bread and butter, they have reduced the precious life, celebration, higher than any intoxication already there is. Like the silence include all the words and the gap between the words. Like the four states of the mind, waking, thinking, sleeping, dreaming, all that is in the being. Then there is the fourth state, which is witnessing itself, means the infinite, unbounded wholeness, the self where you came from, prior to the becoming, is the being. That being space is not entrapped in the becoming. What that means, the channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they come only on the screen. But the screen is not attached to those form and name and all that. It is, that's how the spirit, the eternal spirit, is remain detached from all those four states of activity, doing, thinking, all that. It already is. That's how we made a tape few minutes ago, war, world war and God. If God get involved into the world war, it could have stopped. but it continues because it is only a ego drama, a comparison. Though people start listening the real peace when there is war. Just like when they are dead, then they start realizing within the before dying an hour, 2 hour, 5 hour, the whole screen comes in front of the in the consciousness, microfilm, all the drama. But if you separate before you made the knot, then you enjoy the life differently. So you will discover that the very seeking is come from the seeker is seeking the seeking. It's like the you go out, you create a shadow. The same way it appears like the river, the ocean, the bubbles are there, waves are there. Here are different, but it's all oneness, unified wholeness, whether you know it or you don't know it. It's already oneness. So, and you see it in the world very clearly. The people who are life is to live, not for the but most of the people get into this pleasure, pain, loss, and shame are all the same because time bound game. So, how to step out of it? Yes, there are mantras, techniques to step out of it. What is that mantra? Let's step out of the mind, step out of figuring out, trying, because the moment you start, you are doing how? Thinking, effort, trying, caught in it. It's like, how will I find Maharaj Sri? Maharaj Sri already are, but once you stop the joke and yo-yo, you will enter a new kingdom of heaven. The being where all becoming and desires and thoughts already fulfilled because it's nothing but fulfillment. The paradox is it cannot be taught and caught, but the illusion can be uh, taught and caught. So, how the working of the mind operate like this computer is operating. Is it operating when you push the button? Push the button means when you disconnect the light, electricity, light, then you are doing all the buttons A, B, C, nothing working because the button is disconnected. The same way, the root of becoming is the being. Like in the sound sleep, you do not want to become anything. You don't want to, it already is. That's how mind always running after the peace, which already is, but somehow it get entrapped. It create heavens, it create God, different forms of security and survival, safety. That's all the other word of God. Birds, the 5-year-old not doing prayers to God because it already is in that innocence, which already is. This is birthright. Birthright means prior you're born. This is like rights, primordial rights. But the body comes out from the eternal light and spirit because it wants to perform performance. So this material world is the stage, is the screen for play it good and don't separate, isolate others and exploit others, but be in the light, for the light, of the light. Then the whole world become one family, oneness. Like the waves in the ocean, all are not comparing and competing. It's all into oneness. There is such a powerful energy outside. We sit.
I use the toilet first.
Yeah, this needs to be straightened later. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because it's all-
Okay. Third one. One on the, like, my eye and one on the, my bed does like, each one that has cancer says, what is the key? Huh? It's, about 10% of them, let me see, about 10% of them is red. Plumbing, plumbing. Oh, oh, okay. Yeah. Got the body. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, the ego is saying that you can't go to another country with people and say, I want to leave the country. And either you give me your country, which means give me your house. You're giving your country to your house. Why do we give you like that? That's basically what you're doing. What's that one? No. They can match. No, but That's the way I do it. Let me tell you, now I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, let
I
me
think it should do that.
let me check.
You're trying to talk.
Yeah, yeah. No, let
There's
me.
always parts of the law I'm not aware of.
No, like it is good to that's a because that way they themselves move.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah,
This is it here.
yeah.
This is a month-to-month rental agreement.
No, month to month is
That's different than a,
that is the form. That is the form. Month it is called month to month, but actually it's yearly.
hmm. Okay, so it is month to month. It says this is not a lease, this is month to month. You may terminate by giving written notice. Uh, uh,
Wait a moment. No, it says here.
right here it says.
No, July 16
Mhm.
to July 15.
Right. So this expires on July 15th. So he's automatically has to move out unless unless you make a new agreement. Okay.
No, I gave 60-day notice already.
Okay. So you did more than you're required to
Yeah,
do.
more than required. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So her
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. This says you check marked lease. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I read this one here, but the check mark is on lease. So
yeah,
this is a lease agreement. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So it's a lease agreement.
Hmm.
And tenant shall vacate upon termination of the agreement, which is July 15th, unless the landlord have extended this agreement in writing, signed by a new agreement, or signed by a new agreement. Okay, mandated by control. Okay, rent shall be at a rate agreed. Okay, in terms of so you should pay 3,000 per month for the term of the agreement. And it's payable. How big is this place?
This one is very big, two bedroom, two bath.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's been the 15th and first, so it's doing, there's income on the next day. Rent shall be delivered to, okay, security deposit 3,400.
So what happened after this? In 60-day notice, I can also give her that the rent to rent because this is not under rent control.
Yeah, you could just change it. If she wants to stay, you could just use the same agreement, only on the next one, check
Will be
mark month to month.
month to month.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. And then it says on this
Then
one,
I can say the rent will be 1,000 more,
yeah, right.
4,500. Now, what happened is that in Monica, you cannot increase.
Was this in Santa Monica?
Yeah.
Oh, so it is under rent control.
No, no, this building is not under rent control.
But your apartment is?
Yeah, my apartment is not under rent
Oh, okay.
control
So then,
because condo is like a home.
ah, I see.
Condo is like a home,
So
so
it's different
condo
than an apartment. Okay.
it is not the same rules for the
Different
condo.
rules as an apartment building. I see.
Apartment building is different. This is not apartment building. This is a condo.
Okay, so that makes it an individual family home, and they fall under different rules.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah. In that way, I can have right to increase,
Mhm.
and any price I agree. They agree. They don't agree. They leave.
Okay. Okay.
So I can say that look. uh, the it will be actually it was one time rented 4,000, so I can say it will the rent will be
Did you rented it to somebody for 4,000, or was renting
another
before you bought
person.
it? Okay.
Yeah, one can say the rent will be different, and but then they because actually the whole idea is to get them out.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of eviction,
Mm-hmm.
eviction they will follow moratorium.
Mm-hmm.
But when one says rent increase
Mm-hmm.
is optional,
Mm-hmm.
rent increase,
Right.
then you are not evicting, but you say rent increase, they can agree or disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, you don't have to evict or anything. It's time for new lease, and you offer them a new lease at month to month for this amount of money. Yeah, so you're right. It's not an eviction. It's just a end of the agreement, and they don't want the new agreement. So
Yeah,
no eviction. They just choose to leave.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And other girl, she brought another girl, and that other girl is working from the home. But now, before, she should have taken my permission to work out of the home. But nowadays, with the COVID,
Yeah,
that's not the.
yeah. You probably never went on that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the whole thing. So I already gave her. I said I'll return your deposit.
When she moves out.
Yeah.
So she had a total deposit of 6,900. Yeah, so she first and last month. Okay. Yeah, so she had a first and last month rent. So what that is?
No,
Oh, so
one
one
month or two.
security.
No,
She has one.
no,
You know, she paid you 1 month up front.
no, no. Only 1 month deposit.
Well, what's the 6,900 here? Security deposit's
No,
34.
no, no. That one is 1 month rent
Oh,
and 1 month
okay.
deposit.
Oh, this was just her first month's rent.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I thought that was a prepaid rent for the last month.
So that is the actually eviction is no eviction. They even in the building they can find easily cheaper, so
Mhm.
they don't need to fight and all that. But
Mhm.
when people get greedy, when they see oh someone is buying or all that, then they
Mhm.
you understand
Right.
how their mechanism work
Hmm.
or try to extort money.
Right. Hmm.
They can find easily,
Uh-huh.
better place, but it is all about extracting money.
Yeah.
So, and when you talk to them nicely, yeah, we will move, but give us money.
Yeah.
That's how the world works.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go here.
Okay.
So, yeah, to like, can you believe that? That's one story, one open house, 100 people. Yeah, 100 people. We take the only thing from the ministry. So, yeah. But, I have seen it in the other website, what is clearly written. Owner has rights to so only give 24.
Well, that you say that's the law.
Yeah.
So that part's good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's lease, if there's anything in the lease.
So the law is
Is
different
this, are
than the
these the
lease?
same, these are the same thing here?
Yeah, yeah, these are all one. Yeah,
Or they're, oh, this is something else. Okay, this is actually
that is lead
security
based.
deposit, utilities, parking, storage, neighborhood conditions, smoking,
Hmm.
maintenance, rules and regulations. If applicable, alterations are unless otherwise specified by law.